statue. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that
If I just keep my eyes shut, maybe this time it'll be enough.
So I need the dark. Without you here, I would never see the stars. I'm headed for you, foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back.
You are my star. We are connected, misdirected to the high. You are my star. We are connected, misdirected to the high.
Then we collide.
Good evening everyone on the EU server. Tonight is the third Previous Skill Tournament, day 3. Of course, you should know the tournament format by now. We're following the stage 3 tonight, which is an 8-team single elimination. All the games are played the best of 5 series except for the final and the match for 3rd place. We're just going to breeze through this if you just want an idea of how it looks like for a double elimination format for 4 teams and a single elimination for 8 teams. I hope the brackets here are going. I mean the figures here will help you understand better. But you should know by now the agenda, the drill of the competition. Tonight, I will focus a little bit more about the number of cups and the gap between the teams. You should stay behind after the final, as we will go through what each team needs to do in order to leapfrog the teams in the top 8. Don't be surprised about the sheer number here. We are talking about the gap between the places. So it will be the gap that will matter a lot in the last Previous Skill tournaments, but we will go through them slowly after the final of Group 3. But now let's not spend too much time on the number of cups. This is the timeline of the Blitz Summer Cup 2023. A few days later, it will be the end of the Previous Skill tournaments, and we will know the Cup's leaderboards, the positions of the teams, and we will know the 8 teams that will go through to the Professionals tournament, which are going to be in the top 8 of the leaderboard. The eight teams that will be in the Challengers tournament that occupies the 9th to the 16th place of the leaderboard. I'll be following some part of the Challengers tournament. Well, that will be confirmed soon. Maybe I will be following the Challengers all Echelon Championship, but likely the Challengers by the looks of it. Lower Echelon Championship will be reserved for 16 teams, and they will play the Lower Echelon Championship. The prize pool for each region is $50,000, and they will be distributed to the top 4 teams. This is the schedule for July. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday are the days where you can play quick tournaments with your clanmates, or maybe not clanmates, just your general friends in the game. And the purple blobs will be the dates that are reserved for competitive battles. But this we are almost to the end of July, and we will have a 3-day break after the last previous skill tournaments for all 3 servers, and then we'll begin our top 8 stage, which will be extremely competitive and exciting across all the servers, I'm sure. However, this is the bracket for tonight. However, it's previous skill number 3, not 2. Which I would need to correct quickly. Yes. Before I jump into that, hello to Eugenii. Hopefully I got your name right. And also Old School. Are you streaming tonight, Old School? Or are you just playing in general, just not being distracted? It's great to see you here, nonetheless. This group is the group of death. Unfortunately, the seeding has not been generous for these teams. RBMK are sitting right outside of the top 8. They could potentially win the group. They have an arguably easier route. Well, they will be playing against the winner of Act 2 versus Pog. My money is on Pog, but Act 2 could definitely win against Pog. Nothing's for sure, of course. Boyna saying Lei will win. We will see about this. But RBMK's we are talking about the first team of RBMK. The second team did not qualify to the final stage. Bluff against Crayon. Interesting to see Crayon back, but Bluff will be one of the top 8 candidates. Currently, they're sitting in the 8th place. AQVA, who will be playing against S-Will. I think the clan is called Strong Will. Interested to see how Strong Will come up against AQVA, but we will be seeing an exciting match. It's likely we will see Bluff versus AQVA. I said Bluff, they had a lot of people from IKPA, so we know Bluff are a really good team. And we also streamed RBMK in the last previous skill tournaments. They played against Rejects, and they were not bad against Rejects. They won 2 battles actually, so RBMK would not be an opponent that either Bluff or AQVA would underestimate. This is the rundown. So the tournament matches will be held at a fixed time, unlike the Apex server, where the lower bracket matches will begin right after the end of the upper bracket matches. So don't worry, you can jot this down if you need to. However, this is the exact time for the start of the battles, but not for the stream, because I have imposed a 3-minute delay for the stream. It's compulsory. This is to prevent teams from knowing the positions and the tanks of the opponent team. By the way, Thomas Peterson has made the following predictions. I think this might be wrong. I just have to double check. I do have to run this again. I don't know if I have I do have to run this again. Just wait for me for a minute. Yeah, let me just run this again. Yeah, I believe I have changed something. It's not TQT that is predicted now. but Thomas Peterson is now saying Quick will get the top 8. Yeah, so the same top 8 as you see so far. Thomas Peterson is saying the top 8 will remain the same, but will we see a new challenger? This could very well change after tonight. Power rating, this is updated after the second Proof of Skill tournament. As we can see, TKT still in the top 8, but Quick, they are now in the top 8 and are a good distance away from the clans outside of top 8. Oh, it's good will play, so good luck to you. Well, it's not the best to say good luck. I would say all the best, as always. And the reason why I say it's really a tough night for AQVA, BLOVE, and RBMK, that is because on the power rating they occupy the 3rd, 4th, and 9th places respectively. So this is really really harsh for any team that is not going to finish in the first place tonight. But there are only 5 groups, so if you finish second, it's not the end of the world. And the 3rd place, it might be an undesirable positions for either team, but we will see. I've also corrected the power rating for Unlucky I and also Socrates. If I remember correctly, a lot of the players from Socrates played in ASN back in the winter season, not the winter, the autumn season last year. So this is why they have a higher rating than before. As for Unlucky, they had a lot of players from RNG, which won the lower echelon championship. So this is a completely different team of Unlucky than the one you saw in spring. Yeah, no, RNG won the spring season in the lower echelon championship. I remember, I got confused there. There is no lower echelon championship in the winter season, and there is which they had recruited a couple of players from Hall, which came 2nd in the Challengers tournament, and hence they have a higher rating than before. So I think these are teams that would be of your best interest to know that they have some major changes. The rest of the teams you saw, the power rating didn't really change the initial rating after that. So you can consider that to be relatively accurate. I won't say the very accurate, because this could still very change. I will will put weights to the 3rd and 4th Proof of Skill tournaments or highly, because they are going to give a lot of pressure for teams that are fighting for the top 8 or the top 16. So let's take a look at the groupings of the groupings tonight. I'm just going to change the leaderboard, because this is not the right leaderboard. This is for the APAC server. We're looking at the EU server now. So group 4, we have South, Reina, TUFUA, and a couple more. We'll come back to that later. Group 5, we have Quick versus Ball, Oppa versus Cash. This is going to be a match that will be crucial. APA and also Bot in Group 5. Group 1, we have Zenith versus INS. This is going to be interesting. Legion versus TR and MT. This is also interesting. Unlucky versus ZGS, because TR and MT had made a couple of upsets. They beat Turks and also Legion. Not Legion, Immortals, yes. They beat Turks and Legion, and perhaps that match of TR and MT against Turks might be the reason why Turks are not playing in the 3rd Proof of Skill tournaments. But that is just well, that is what I heard from others, but I don't think that is like the only reason, if that is a factor. But you never know about this. We will have Group 2. We'll come back to Group 3 now. I'm just going to hope that I can last for the entire stream. Group 2, we also have TQT, Immortal Souls, Orlandi, Raid. Also an interesting group, especially Immortals versus Souls will be very crucial for Souls to win to get into top 16 and Immortals to win to stay in the top 8. I've talked about Group 3 and I think we should begin very soon. For some reason it's a bit delayed. It's showing 7 o'clock on my other screen, but there's no room. Okay, let's go in. AQVA versus Strong Will. We will begin on Middleburg. Hopefully, I will not commentate too passionately in the quarterfinal, because problem is if I got too passionate about this matter, then this match, then I would not have any energy whatsoever for the next 2 matches, which are arguably more arguably closer. But let's take a look at AQVA. They're going mostly to A and B with a Strong Will. Oh, they have a lot of VKs, 3 of them in fact, but they will actually spread out with Corp in the Kraftwagen. Looking spotted already Dianca. All 7 of the players of Strong Will begin with Gantelli, so I can't say Gantelli for one player of a Strong Will, because you don't know who I'm mentioning. At the same time, Lena has already captured B, Spacey, in the T125, looking to capture C as well to apply more pressure to Strong Will in the caps. Strong Will are just playing very passively. They are pretty much parking the bus. But they would need to make a move soon because they don't have the cap points. AQVA can just stay behind and do nothing and they will win by caps. Why would you not do that if you can? Strong Will, well, what would they do? The VK72s, I think they are really good at defending. I'm not sure about pushing though. The DPM would not be high at all compared to AQVA with a couple more strip Ks. But this is kind of a balanced lineup for AQVA. It's not like they have a lot of strip Ks. They have 2 strip Ks, 2 E5s, 2 Crown and a mouse. The DPM would not be extremely high for AQVA, but with Strong Will capturing A, what are we going to be seeing here? We're going to be seeing Strong Will for tanks approaching B, but they are also sending 3 tanks over to C. You might say they are spreading out a lot, but AQVA, they also have tanks that are on one side and other tanks on the other, so it's about an even match. But AQVA seems to have more of a numerical advantage over B. And I think they're making a push onto Annabelle, but Ghosty is going to receive a lot of shots, but will drop the reactive armor to soak up some damage. Dawn gets the kill, or Lego, as we speak. Strong Will are trying to take out the 2 tanks of AQVA, but 1 tank have already rotated downwards to link up with the other tank to take out Angela. Can the tank of Cop survive for long enough? Cornichon is out, and AQVA are looking for Isabel. Angela is not long for the swell, will be taken out by Lena. Cop is dead. However, AQVA have more than 900 cap points, although they lost C. They will lose Lena soon. And Isabel is out. It's a 5 versus 3. They just need to kill 1 more, and they're going to win this one. Strong Will, despite them capturing 2 bases, the gap is just too big. Unless AQVA just were too slow to kill all the remaining tanks. For AQVA, they just need to kill 1 more, and it will be enough. Can they do so? L2 gets the kill, and AQVA gets a first battle win. It's a 1-0 lead for AQVA. Well done to AQVA. It's not. It's a great start for them. I like how they sent 1 tank from C to link up with the rest of the team down in the city side to take out the tank in the middle. Strong Will, they might have spread too much, especially the tanks near B. They might have gone a little bit too aggressively. They have a numerical advantage over C. So I will rely on the tanks of strong will to finish their business over to the C side first before they decide to push over to B. Because at the point they just lost so many hit points. As AQVA just are better with the focus fire at this in this battle. But it's AQVA again, like what I said about rejects a lot of times, perhaps a little bit too many times in the last previous skill tournament stream, is that AQVA is one of the strongest teams on the EU server. So if you lost to, if you lose against AQVA, it's not the end of the world. They're just one of the best teams. So remember that. Just don't be too disheartened by the fact losing against a really strong team. But let's come back to Middleburg, and we will see some changes for AQVA as they will take quadruple VKs, a Death Star Crown, and a T100 LT with strong will. They're going to be taking a T100 LT, a 1-1B, an IS4, double VKs, and double MLUs. Hello. Yes, thank you, henchman. Thank you for understanding. Let the tension build slowly. Save myself. Yeah, I'm not going to get too hyped up for this one. Not to disrespect a strong will here, but I really need to reserve my energy for the next two matches because they are going to be really tense. I can assure you. So please don't mind me just chilling a little bit with the commentary this one. So once again, no disrespect to strong will. I know they are preparing a lot for this matchup, but we're going to be seeing spacing. Spotting tanks going to be, but only manages to spot Isabel. It's not the worst. Strong will did not telegraph too much information so far, but we will seeing Dianca capturing C, and they will be captured by AQVA. So AQVA does not know where the most of the tanks as will are going to be near C or on B. That IS4 Isabel being spotted right at the beginning. It's kind of usual for the south side team. They could just send one tank to B and the rest to C, and that tank that is spotted it's probably taking the same position as what a solo tank would take in that strategy where you send 6 tanks over to C and one only on B. Nevertheless, Dianca has taken a couple of hits, so this is not good news because they don't want to lose too many hit points on the hillside, and that will give the opportunity for AQVA to get further map control as they're trying to take hold of C. I'm going to say hello to the cat in the chat, Russian. So hello there. AQVA will try to get C with the Crown Vargan, and Catherine is spotted. At the same time, we are also seeing Cobb having some difficulty capturing C. They are really playing for caps against strong will here. But are they able? Are they able to get C? They do get C, so they will have a substantial cap lead now. Strong will not get any more cap points, and AQVA now have 5 tanks over to the C side and 2 tanks near A. They're spreading out a little bit, but Strong will try to cap B, but this is going to minimize the gap increase. AQVA will still have a higher increase in the cap points than Strong will. So Strong will have to kill, not only just kill a couple of tanks, but also getting back the bases. Oh my god, way to success, takes a lot of shots. Oh, 876 hit points left to go. Using the Death Star. Now AQVA might be sensing a push coming from the A side. Lego is in deep trouble, so that will elicit a response from AQVA to do something near the strong will spawn. Annabelle is now down to a 1-shot, but Lego is also very, very low. If AQVA is able to get Annabelle, that would be good. But there is a base shot onto Isabel from way to success. Lego is out of the fight, but AQVA seems to be a bit slow over to the hillside. But is it going to be important? It could be crucial. Spacey down to one shot though. Victoria down. Dianca also out. And Catherine is going to get Spacey out of the fight. Stronger now has 2 caps. But we could potentially see Ghosty being the next target. Unless they hesitate. And NG will try to get B back. Way to success farming from above. Let's go and take a look at way to success perspective. Now Ghosty will try his best to hide as much as possible. But way to success looks to put a big shot. No, Catherine is out. It's not going to be an issue now because AQVA will win by caps despite losing Ghosty. It was closer than I thought. But AQVA taking hold of the caps will just be enough to win the battle. Bring the scoreline to 2-0, and it wasn't a tough battle for AQVA in the end. But Strong Will made it close. Strong Will made it close. So props to them for doing so. They almost punished AQVA for being a bit too slow near the seaside, as AQVA will have 4 tanks doing more than 2k and SVU only 1 tank doing more than 2k. So there's still some distance away for Strongbow to win 1 against AQVA. But let's take a look at Yukon. 2-0 is the scoreline for AQVA. Oh my god, the nose is not cooperating tonight, so I might have to head to the toilet later. Now let's take a look at the lineups for both teams, Strong Will and AQVA. AQVA, way to success, will take the Death Star again. And we're going to be seeing double Super Conquerors, a Super Conk. What am I saying? A Strip Case double Super Conquerors, a Crown Fargan, a Death Star, a T-57 Heavy, and a T-100 LT Strong Will. They will take quadruple 60TPs and triple BKs. A very interesting lineup for Strong Will. They are surely pocketing it first this time. But they will not have any mobility. They're going to be taking 6 60TPs. There is one player that refuses to obey the order. They're definitely throwing their hands up, but will this strategy work? The lack of mobility will be an issue, but they will have a strong hit on pool lead, as AQVA Spacey now dropped into a T100 LT and caught in the M6Yo. Let's take a look at where both teams are going. AQVA red team from the south spawn will go mostly to see a Strong Will. They will send all the heavy tanks to the northeastern corner where they will find no one. And AQVA will have the cap lead as they will capture C more quickly. And AQVA might take D as well, but Strong Will not capturing any base at all. I think they are trying to play for the surprise factor. AQVA continues to push through as the 60 TPs are still charging towards A. C will be captured by Lena, and B will be captured by Isabel and potentially Cornershot. But they don't have the cap lead. They might try to cap A as well. They do capture A, and this will signal Spacey to capture D to retain the cap advantage. And now they will capture D. B has been captured by Strongwill, and A also has been captured by Strongwill, and we will see whether Strongwill will be able to overtake AQVA in the cap points, which they don't. They don't. AQVA still have the cap lead. So this is going to be Strongwill that needs to make a rotation, not AQVA. A bit too close to core in terms of the cap points, but AQVA doesn't need to do anything. However, the tanks for AQVA, they are not the tanks to defend, but on the other side, those tanks of Strongwill, they are not the tanks to push. So they cancel out each other. It's good. It's going to be interesting to see how both teams going to cope with this. And Cobb is taking the 2 shotgun instead of the 3 shotgun, which has higher DPM, but the 2 shotgun has higher alpha. So this is definitely a tank for defending rather than pushing. And we are not seeing a lot of moving here. This is turning out to be a campy gameplay. But way to success takes one. Oh my god. Oh, and Catherine also takes one, but it's somewhat of an equal trade, so Way to Success has to move backwards. Will Catherine be able to land one onto Way to Success 2? Unfortunately not, as Way to Success is now unslotted. We could see AQVA. Oh, Tactics says we lose again, RBMK. I will have to see the scoreline there, but AQVA. It's not doing much because they don't need to. They just have to defend. And what will Strongwill do? Where will they push? Good thing for them is AQVA doesn't look too well consolidated. There are a couple of tanks that are isolated or will require some time to rotate. So if Strongwill are able to gather up and get a focus fire on point, they could potentially gain an advantage. But as I said, the tanks they possess don't have high DPM, so AQVA just have to make use of this to make a comeback, and they will continue to frustrate Strongwill. They don't really have the tanks that is like similar to Strongwill when it comes to defending. But we are approaching to 800 cap points now, so this is now the time for Strongwill to start making a push. They can't just sit there and do nothing because they will hand over a win to AQVA. So what is going to happen at the last minute? Are we going to be seeing Yanka just going into making a brief cap stop to allow Strongwill to gain the cap lead back? I don't think he can do that because he is going to be spotted by a lot of the tanks here. So what Strongwill would do is that they will have Cornichon and Annabelle trying to distract Silver Conquerors and Cobb. But we are going to be seeing Bianca losing a lot of hit points and he can't move any more forward. And that kill onto Bianca might just do the deal for AQVA, meaning AQVA will be in the semi-final. And Strongwill will bid farewell to the third previous guild tournaments at AQVA win 3-0. I think Strongwill just didn't really have a plan to rotate, especially the tanks they are taking. I would have thought that they would try and get the cap lead at the start, but their tanks are just way too slow. There is no possibility that they can get hold of a cap lead in this situation. So AQVA, they don't need to do much. They just stood there and wait for Strongwill to make a move, and patient they are. And they are able to get a tank out, and that tank and that kill is enough to give them the win. Even if they don't get a win, they're probably going to be able to have all the tanks alive. So well done to AQVA. They are going to be in the semi-final, and we will find out which clan they're going to be playing next. Hello to Vegas, how are you doing? Hello Top Gun, how are you doing? I'm going to pop over to the toilet real quick after I get the results of the other groups. Okay, so Legion won 3-1, Socrates 3-0. So great start to these teams. TR and MT are unable to make an upset tonight. The TKT 3-0, Oleni and Raid also 3-0. There's surprises there. Act 2 are still playing against Pork, but RBMK, BLOVE, and AQVA are all through to the semi-final. Looking at Group 4 with Reject Spell, all winning 3-0 to advance to the semi-final. With Group 5, we have Quake, APA, and Bot, all winning 3-0 to qualify to the semi-final. So, lots of results. are here. But I'll pop over to the toilet real quick to deal with my nose, so I'll be back soon. So I'm back. Hopefully now I've cleared my nose a little bit. Hello to Cole as well. Great to see almost 40 people watching. I'm very sure you're all waiting for a really important matchup, BLOVE versus AQVA, coming up at 50 past. Your requested me to play the MLE, which I didn't play in the last stream. So I will play this one now, and we will wait for more results to show up. There might be surprises, so we never know. But let's play this tank. Also, commiseration to Strong Will, but I think they are looking to gain some experience. I think they will really need to work on their rotation, especially when they don't have the cat lead. But not the end of the world if they don't win against AQVA. No one expected them to do so, but it will be a really great learning experience. So I hope you will come back stronger. But it's great to know that you are playing this season. Let's fight.
Move out.
Oh dear, I don't know if I have overcommitted, but I prefer to this game be aggressive, so...
Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, if we can take out the 50M, that's really good. Oh no.
We've damaged them.
Oh please. No, what are you doing? No, I don't know if I can kill that. Oh yeah, I do. Is that a high roll? I don't know. Might be a high roll. I think I'm doomed.
Enemy armor is hit. One of our tracks is damaged.
Might need help. Thank you for the shots onto. Oh, thank you.
Stuck here.
it'll be good to retain control. Now the M46 is moving back, so I can try to do a shot onto. What was that shot? Oh no.
Track hit.
It's more like a shot.
Damage them. Enemy armor destroyed.
All right. I think we could win this one.
Penetration.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sure, you'll win. Thought I might be in some sort of trouble, but I'm not yet.
Enemy armor is hit.
Just in time. I got that shot just in time. Oh wow, it's a win. I thought it would be. It was not as close as I thought. I thought it would be a lot closer because we were kind of outnumbered. Unfortunately, they had 2 tier 9s, so they can't do much there. Especially against a tank with a lot of armor in their perspective. But I did take a couple of shots from them, so it's not like I'm bouncing everywhere. It's a great damage number. I don't think I've done like extremely well. It's okay-ish, but it's great. Oh, did I get a mastery? Oh, please don't tell me. Got a mastery. This was not a battle that I would expect mastery. It's just second class. It kind of shows. It's just not the kind of mind-blowing battle. It's just a decent one, not something to relish on. Oh, we got results. Zenith lost to INS 1-3. It's an upset. It's the first upset of tonight. I'm afraid. INS did really well, and they're really looking to get to the top 16 despite a terrible seeding. You can state in Group 1 they are seeded 8th, and they beat the number 1 seed Zenith, which is extraordinary. Unlucky are still playing against OMW. If they lose to OMW, I would say Unlucky's chances in the top 8 will be in jeopardy for sure. Immortals won 3-1 against Souls, and a crucial win for Immortals, however. Sad about Souls. I think they will have to do really well in the very last Brutal Skill tournaments to get into top 16. They got unfortunate with the seeding too. Porker still playing as X2. Reina beat TOFUA 3-1. Now I might have to include Reina in the ranking. Well, in the cups on the cups leaderboard too. Oppa 3-1 against Cash. So well done to Oppa. I mean, don't underestimate Oppa. They were previously Noxu, which won the Challengers tournament last season. So please remember that. They are definitely looking for top 8 for sure. But yes, we have 2 upsets. TOFUA not winning will be another upset, to be honest with you. But that is going to be a good opportunity for me to add the cups. Add Reina into the mix. I'm just going to see what positions they have finished earlier. And we will update the cups. All right, let's okay, I've added Reina to the leader. I don't think they will appear in the top 20, but in case they just got really far today, if they go really far today, they could potentially show up, but they will still be lurking below, in the depths below. Alright. Alright, let's update the leaderboard. And here's Acts 2 have won. It looks like Acts 2 have won. And I am looking at the wrong previous skill tournament. Let's say. Unlucky lost to OMW. Oh, this is going to be interesting now. Didn't expect that. I might have to add OMW to the Cups leaderboard. 2-3 they lost. It's another upset, so we are destined for night of upsets. Group 2, we have all the results, I believe. Group 3. Oh, Axe 2 did win against Pork, so well done to you. I do think I would have. I mean, I thought Pork will be able to come up against Axe 2, but Axe 2, you've done a really good job. And you're going to be facing RBMK next. Surprising, I do think we've got all the results here, and well, Pog's run to the top 16 will probably in huge jeopardy. Are we going to be seeing a new client coming to the top 20? We'll have to end the poll here, because no way would Pog be winning Group 3. So I'm going to end the poll. 63% of you are saying AQVA will win. So, will we see AQVA winning? Or will we see Axe 2 surprising us and winning tonight? We will see. Oh my god. So let's update the cups as well. So I will have to add OMW in the cup on the cups leaderboard. So please wait for me, and I would hopefully get that finished. I will have the cups leaderboard updated as we wait. 20% of you saying probably. Oh my god. Okay, now I found the mistake. So let's say about the number of cups, new number of cups, the new number. INS have now overtaken POG to get to the 19th place, but have overtaken Souls in the 17th place as Cash will fall to the 16th place. Vel in the 15th, Unlucky in the 14th, as they will fall below. While TGT, ZGS, RBMK, and OPA all rise to the 9th place with the same number of cups, 30,346, which is the exact number. Meanwhile, we have APA, Legion, Immortals, AQVA, Rejects in the 1st place, Raid, Quick in the 6th, and BLOVE in the 8th position. We see even more upsets. We already saw a couple of upsets. We could very well see more as the night wears on. But if you there are obviously more clans below the top 20. From my record, X2 are now in the 21st. TRNMT 22nd, Sville, Strongwill 23rd, Zenith 24th, and Olemni 25th. I think this is top 25. And yeah, I will probably add Reina to the power rating tonight. They also made a couple of upsets, including winning. I mean, they've won against UFUA. They also won against X2, and I didn't have Reina in my power rating. I'll add that tonight. But so you can see, it's shaping up to be an interesting one. I'm going to play another battle. This time, I'm just going to have a quick one with a T1 LT, and we only have like 9 minutes to go. 8 to be accurate. And I have a birthday with this, so I'm going to quickly go through, quickly play in the T1 LT, and we will be following BLOVE versus AQVA next. And this will shape up to be a really interesting one. Are we going to head to a tiebreak? We will talk more about the cups later tonight, but one thing you will need to know, if BLOVE finish in the 3rd place, and TKT, ZGS, RBM, KI, all finish lower than the 1st place, then BLOVE will still be in the second, in the top 8, no matter what. I don't think I've missed anything from this statement. Oh. That was a good start for me. I thought I might get a shot at already. T22 is getting really aggressive. I like your idea. You aren't spotting anything either, so chances are WZ is isolated. So let's push.
That one didn't go through. Penetration.
Thank you. And
Enemy armor is
that
damaged.
TVP will have to run down. No, you can't run. They can't run because they will be dealt with by TVP.
Got him.
And that is a really bright start. But they have caps. So I'm gonna say hello to Heads as well. Ooh. Oh, that was close. That was too close for comfort. I didn't get shot, so it's good.
We've damaged them.
Oh, can I perma track this fella?
We've damaged them.
No, I don't think so.
Penetration.
Oh, how did you? Naughty.
We didn't even scratch them.
No, I'm not going to engage with that. Yeah, I can realize that. He's going to run away, probably. Get shot from distance. Maybe I can go from behind or that U1 trip. Nope, they are aiming at me.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
They want me.
Enemy armor is hit.
Yeah, room should be up soon. Oh, I thought I would have that tank, but let's go back to the lounge. And I will not switch the scenes until we pass that 3-minute mark, but I have done more than 3k, of course. Almost 4k, so that's a great battle for me. Love that. are you? Blocker. Yes, Bluff versus AQVA. We will begin with Fort Despair. And there are other people coming in for AQVA this time. And Bluff will join soon. 3 minutes to go, but you're not seeing the screen for now. Again, let's announce your semi-finalists. Group 4I, Reina, Rejects, Veil. Surprise, well to Reina, especially for pulling off an upset. Group 5, Quake Opera, APA, and Bart in the semi-final. Group 1, INS, Legion, OMW, and Sagratis. Credits to INS and OMW especially for pulling off an upset. Group 2 we have TKT, Immortals, Olendi, and Raid. And Group 3 we will have RBMK, Axe2, Bluff, and AQVA. And credits of course to Axe2 for pulling off an upset winning against Pork. And we have announced Group 4. So let's see, we have 2 minutes left to go, around 2 minutes-ish. We're just going to wait for a little bit longer and we'll go in. But you're all doing well so far. And Bluff currently in the 8th place with Unlucky knocked out of the 9th place. They now have a bigger gap than all the clans that are tied in the 9th place with the same number of cups. Tonight will be crucial for a lot of these clans, whether they can keep a good distance to the top 8, and everything will boil down to the final day. That's it. AQVA versus Bluff. More pressure to Bluff, as they have fewer cups than AQVA. Even if Bluff finish in the 3rd, that's still not a problem, as Bluff will still be the top 8 considering if there are no clans that are tied in the 9th place at the moment that finish first, which is possible. But you never know. You never know if there is an upset, especially in this group where RBNK is arguably the strongest of all the tied teams here. Arguably, I just have to emphasize this a disclaimer, because teams can very well step up and do very well, but we will go into Fort Despair. We have less than 2 minutes. Let's take a look at the players. We will see Bluff with Yevgeny looking to play the TVP, Rumpelstiltskin, Object 777, triple MLEs by Skilloid, Classical, and the 2. Lafrushka in the VK72 and Pashta in the Strift K. On the other hand, AQVA are deciding which player to go to play as a 7th player. But as we say, Defect or Danielle, I think, in Strift K, Zerd in Concept 1B, NG, Lena, and Cobb. 666 TP. NG might change to another tag, or we might see another player coming in. Ghosty the VK way to success in the 200 LT. We're waiting on the last player, and that will not be NG playing. It will be Old School playing in the 60 TP. So there is a personnel change for AQVA. Yevgeny has changed to a VK90, and this is going to be a match for both these teams. Zerd is offline though. However, he's ready. He needs to get back online soon, because we might see only 6 players right at the beginning for AQVA. Bluff. They only have 1 Strift. I thought they would have more than 1, to be honest with you. But Bluff will have more hit points than AQVA, as they have taken triple MLEs. Those 3 tanks have 2,800 hit points, so they have a lot of hit points. The VK72 has the 2,912 hit points, so it's a lot of hit points to shed away. So AQVA will have to trade much better than Bluff in this battle, but we will see way to success going to the northwestern corner very quickly at the beginning. None of the Bluff tanks are going there. but we will see. Classical being spotted at the beginning. A will be captured by Waiting Success without any issue. No one from BLOVE is able to spot Waiting Success. They're trying to blind fire, but it doesn't hit anything. And Waiting Success is able to get A without taking any damage. As AQVA, they will get B as well, and that will put AQVA in a really good cap point advantage. And Defect will have to run away. Will Yevgeny be able to put a big one onto Defect? No, Defect's able to hide just in time, but we might see a lot of action over to B as BLOVE are stacking up. BLOVE, the double MLEs have dropped the tungsten shell. Good shot onto Lena. Lena also dropped the tungsten shell, but we are seeing another shot from Waiting Success onto Skilloid. And BLOVE are closing in, but at a slow pace. So this is time for AQVA to regroup. And they have already traded much more effectively. Now have their hit point pool advantage. And BLOVE are trying to take a Ghosty. It's now time for AQVA to start taking out a tank. Ghosty's not going to last so long, and he's the first tank down. Hit points back in favor to BLOVE, as BLOVE are looking for another tank to take out, and they're looking for Lena. AQVA found slow in taking out the targets. Oatsku is now going for Rainbow Soulskin, and Oatsku is not going to last for long. Classico is going to put a good shot there. Yevgeny's down, and Pasha is also down. We missed that push from AQVA over to A. The hit points are now neck and neck, with AQVA has a slight advantage with the hit points, but they have 2 caps, so this is going to matter a lot. Great shot from Defense to Skilloid. Oatsku is down. It's now 5 versus 4. BLOVE with a great start actually. AQVA finally made an important call to push onto A. They still have the hit point pool advantage, so BLOVE have to work really hard to win this one. And Rimple Soulskin will try and get A. BLOVE looks to be a little bit confused, but great shot onto Waiting Success by Rimple Soulskin and Let 2. Looks to put a big shell onto Waiting Success, but Waiting Success is trying to put a shot onto Defense instead, but it bounces. Skilloid is out, so it's now 4 versus 4. AQVA with a substantial hit point pool lead, and Rimple Soulskin misses the shot. Rimple Soulskin's it's down. It's Lavrushka that misses the shot, not Rimple Soulskin. Classico is down, and it's a 1 versus 4, 1 against too many, and AQVA will get the first battle win. A crucial start for AQVA. 1-0. BLOVE almost had them in the middle of the game, but AQVA made an important call to push near A, as BLOVE, after a really good control over to B, they didn't push any. They got a little bit lost, and during that time, AQVA was able to farm a lot of damage over to BLOVE, and that is enough to give AQVA the lead, especially when they have both A and B still, and BLOVE have none. So you might say AQVA might have lost their first battle, but they don't. They have the positions. So well done to AQVA. 1-0. Great start to AQVA there. BLOVE, not a terrible start. I think they were very decisive at the beginning, but the hesitation in the middle was costing them the game. So 1-0 to AQVA here, and we will go to the second battle, as we will see BLOVE versus AQVA. Back on Forth Despair. We're now seeing changes in personnel here. AQVA, think Spacey is now playing instead of Oatsku. BLOVE, on the other hand, they're changing their tanks. They are dropping an MOE in favor of an Object 777. So they are now taking double Object 777, 1 concept, 1 bay, double MOEs at 60 TP, and a Strift Kai. AQVA, on the other hand, double 1-3s, double 777 abouts, and IS7 and a Strift K. We'll go back in to the second battle on Forth Despair, and my nose is really not cooperating tonight. I might have to pop to the toilet again to deal with that issue. But as we are looking right now, BLOVE, red team from the south side and AQVA blue team from the north. As we are seeing Bluff committing their forces over to the northwestern corner, and so is AQPA. But the south side is known for the positional advantage when it comes to a play over to the A side. So AQPA, will they be able to address this positional disadvantage, especially where Yevgen is going here? This is a great position to hold down. He spotted a couple of tanks and might be able to put a shot, but he bounces. He bounces. There are 5 tanks over to the northwest corner, but it's a numerical advantage, so AQPA can just push through. Bluff will need to be ready for this. Yevgen is going out of this position, so he's going to take a couple of hits, and the plans of Bluff are still hanging on. None of the tanks, but now I jinxed it because Ghosty has taken a hit. But Bluff is holding on, but the focus fire of AQPA will come in. There is Lavrushka, which is tracked. Bluff is now in deep trouble. Way to success in the round is now coming in to cause all the nuisance, trying to block everyone. And Bluff is struggling to find a target to focus, as AQPA has been able to take out Lavrushka at the beginning. Now Letu's the next tank down. The focus is on to Letu, and Lena is also out of the fight. Pasha is out, so it's now a 5 versus a 6, 4 versus 6 in fact. Bluff, they don't have the numerical advantage. They also do not have the hit point pool advantage. Zerd is out of the fight. It's now a 4 versus 5, as Corp is the next target for Bluff. Corp is out, so it's now 4 versus 4. Yevgeny is out of the way, and it's a 3 versus 4, as Ghost is now one shot with AQPA looking for Classical next. Ghosty is down, and Love is doing everything they could to retain the numerical advantage, but they consistently are at a numerical disadvantage. Skilloid is down to 1 shot. Skilloid is out, and Spacey is now tagging Ripple Soskin as the last target to focus for AQPA. And AQPA 2-0. Well done to AQPA. Great hit point pool sharing, and I have to emphasize the positioning that AQPA did. Pretty much in the horizontal straight line, sharing hit points effectively, making it very difficult for Bluff to focus fire. You can't really blame them for their relative lower efficiency for Bluff. AQPA just are simply on point with how they work together with that push, and we are now going to be seeing 2-0 for AQPA. Bluff are in deep trouble of falling out of top 8 tonight. 2-0 it is the scoreline, and we will come back to, we'll go to Hellas next. Will we see a big comeback from Bluff? This is going to be the battle that really requires them to give their 100%. As we are seeing right now, Bluff are struggling, and AQPA are better in many respects, if not all respects, than Bluff tonight. So let's say Bluff, triple MLEs, double 777, and double strip case. AQPA, on the other hand, they're going to take triple crown bargains, double MLEs, and double strip case. Really interesting strategy by AQPA. Triple crown bargains, we will see about this. The DPM will be an issue. Bluff will have better DPM. No clan here is taking a medium or light, to my dismay. So I would really hope that both teams will lose in this one, but that doesn't happen, of course. I'm just joking about this. AQPA showing up, and Bluff struggling to find a footing in this battle. They really need to start performing, otherwise it could become a 3-0 victory for AQPA, and Bluff will have to rely on the very last day to get a good seeding and not drop out of top 8, but you never know. Bluff, red team from the North Swamp, will put most of the tanks over to to the northwestern corner. Defact takes a hit at the beginning. And Bluff might try and get B. LaFruche taking the hit. Oh, but Defact takes another one. Oh my god, Defact's taking a lot of hits now, down to one shot. We'll have to pull back, but we can very well see the first tank down. For now, Defact is safe. And Bluff might be pushing down this valley here. But they have found no one. AQVA does not have the hit on Puli at the beginning, and Zerd might be playing this too aggressively. I don't know. Will Bluff decide to push onto Zerd? They could very well do this. But they are hesitating at this moment in time. And that will allow AQVA to rotate. However, Spacey has taken a couple hits. Bluff are keeping up well. As they have put another shot onto Spacey. And Skilloy puts a great shot onto Laner. Pasha. Bluff have decided to push onto Zerd. And this is crucial. Zerd, can he survive for long enough? Great shot onto Yevgeny. But Yevgeny puts a big one onto Zerd. And Ribosovskin, a huge shot to the backside of Zerd. And we can see Zerd down to one hit point. And is out. It's a 7 versus 6. Defact one shot. But Bluff is still hanging on. AQVA might be looking to get Classical out of the way. Bluff have shared hit points really amazingly. But it could come back and haunt them if they don't start getting the tanks out. And Classical is down to one shot. Classical is out. Rimpo Soskin wants to take out Defact. And he does take out Defact. It's now 6 versus 4. There is a great chance for Bluff, but now the hit points are in favor of AQVA, but they have the numerical advantage. Rimpo Soskin still alive. Way to success is out of the game. Corp. It's a focus for Bluff, but this is surely going to be a game for Bluff. I can't see otherwise unless Ghosty and Lena start killing all of the one shots, which is possible, but you never know. Bluff still with a B cap and AQVA with no caps. Lena is out, so it's now 5 versus 1. 5 versus 1. Ghosty 1 against too many. And this is going to be a huge victory for Bluff. And they pull one back. It's 2-1 in favor of AQVA. Bluff still needs to win 2 more in order to qualify. As for AQVA, they will just need to win 1 more and they will be through to the final. Oh. Big stuff coming up. Bluff 4 tanks doing more than 2k. AQVA 5 tanks doing more than 2k. However, I think Bluff has done better. In getting the kills, getting in good positions to farm AQVA. You can blame them for playing a little bit too narrowly. Got stuck into a pocket, which makes it difficult for them to get out of. But at the same time, AQVA are keeping up with the shot efficiency. So it's not doom and gloom for AQVA. It's actually way closer than what is being what is seen. We'll go back to Howlers, but AQVA might want to ditch their triple crown strategy. Doesn't seem to give them enough of comfort for them to hold on. And Bluff, we love to see that old Bluff. We're going to Howlers. Bluff now taking quadruple MLEs, double strip case, and a TVP. AQVA on the other hand, are we going to be seeing a tiebreaker? Double concept 1 base, double strip case, a T185, a T1LT, and a Crown Bargain taken by Zerd likely. And for the love of God, my nose is going to cooperate in the next one, but it's really struggling to cooperate. I'm sorry to repeat that over and over again. Oh, AQVA triple concept 1 beat. Let's go back to Hellers and see what moves. Alright, so Bluff. Red team from the south spawn. AQVA blue team from the north spawn, let's say.
Let's go.
So we have triple Concept 1Bs, double Strip Ks, the T100 OT, and the T125 from the AQVA side. I don't know why I'm announcing that, but BLOVE will put most of the tanks over to A, with a couple of tanks of AQVA committing to C. Yevgeny, let me find the number. 7. Yevgeny will have a lot of pressure here. He doesn't know that 3 tanks of AQVA are coming for him. So if AQVA gets very ultra aggressive, I think Yevgeny will need to start running away. I think he's now rotating away. He hasn't spotted anyone, but he senses there is Sinister near that position. But BLOVE have made a really aggressive call to push towards AQVA's side, and Spacey has taken a lot of hits. Oh, this is a great opportunity for BLOVE to keep pushing on. And Yevgeny might be able to free himself up near C. AQVA are now forced to respond. Spacey now down to 570 hit points, but the rest of the BLOVE's team are trying to take out this lonely tank. Spacey's out. Zerd is going to be a next focus for BLOVE. Oh, great start for BLOVE and AQVA. They're looking for skill, probably. And Yevgeny still full health, now on a drum reload, but you can sense that AQVA are looking dire. Skilloid is still alive and waiting success. Great shot there, looking to put another shell in, bringing the numbers to 6 versus 5. Skilloid is out, but Classical is going to be crucial in getting the kills. Waiting success, being chased down, and he's killed. Posture is quite low. Deflect is out, and it's now a 6 versus 3. BLOVE are looking for Cobb. Yevgeny's trying to block Cobb's shots, and Pasha wants to put a shot onto Cobb. Lena is trying to come in, but will Cobb be able to get Pasha out? Yevgeny is still alive, if barely, and now Yevgeny have taken a couple of shots. Oh, great kill onto Lena. Rimplesource gets down. Cobb is down, leaving Ghosty, the last person standing, and he's also out. BLOVE bring it to a tiebreaker, 2-2. It's all or nothing for both these teams. We are going to be seeing a tiebreaker. BLOVE, what a great push over to the spot on AQVA. I am not seeing this. I did not see this happening. But BLOVE have made a really good surprise over to AQVA. Yevgeny able to survive. Got 3 kills, although not doing a lot of damage, but he is instrumental in this win, of course. Hello, Blue. How are you doing? Wow. What a performance by BLOVE. They are truly back. They are not giving up that opportunity to beat AQVA and stay in the top 8. Rockfield is the next map, and what can I say about this? This is going to be a map that is going to decide which clan is going to be in the final. And let's see about Group 3. RBMK are already through. 3-0 against Axe 2. So whoever wins this fixture will be joining RBMK in the final. Is it going to be RBMK? Oh no, RBMK already through. Is it going to be BLOVE or is it going to be AQVA? We'll find out very soon. Hi Bay. Hi Nitsi. Hi Jonas. Jonas, I think. How are you all doing? 2-2. Game is on. Rupersoskin. BLOVE are now on an upward momentum. AQVA. They don't want to lose steam now. This is going to decide everything. But more importantly for BLOVE to win against AQVA if they want to stay in the top 8. And now we're going to be seeing a huge upset here. BLOVE. Let's find out now. BLOVE and AQVA. Only one team can qualify to the final. And which team is that going to be? Rockfield will be the decider. Let's take a look at both teams here. BLOVE, red team from the south north spawn, they will put most of the tanks to A and B. AQVA, blue team from the south spawn, they will put most of the tanks over to A and B too. So let's take a look. Ghosty is going to go to B to prevent B from being captured, but Classical also is going for B. But both Pasha and Classical are spotted. Shots been fired from BLOVE side, but none of the shots have penetrated. And let's say about this. Yevgeny in Super Conqueror. Looking to put a shot onto Zerd, so it's going to A. Oh, it's HE splash for Yevgeny, but Zerd is able to penetrate. Will Zerd be able to get A, or will Yevgeny make another shot to decap? Yevgeny tries to put a shot onto Corp, but he cannot penetrate the armor. The double MLEs of BLOVE are now over to this ramp here, trying to stop Zerd from capturing. I think we are potentially seeing a push coming from BLOVE, but what AQVA have done really well is that they've conserved a lot of hit points, and the first 10 down is with BLOVE. Leto is out. Hit points are a huge favor of AQVA at the moment, and BLOVE will need an ammo rack somewhere along the vicinity. But AQVA, great focus fire. And they allow now leading by more than 5k. It's looking more and more likely that AQVA is going to join REMK. Pasha is out. And it's now 4 versus 7. 4 versus 7. AQVA now looking for Rimpelsoskin in the VK. AQVA has taken a lot of hits. Down to a one-shot potentially. And Corb gets the kill onto Rimpelsoskin's Skilloid. Looking for Ghosty. And Skilloid will go out of this area. Lavrushka is out. Skilloid is out. Yevgeny is the last person standing, and he will not last any longer. And BLOVE will drop down to the bachelor third place, where they will be fighting against Axe 2. They will be hoping none of the teams that are in the 9th place will finish in the 1st place. Well done to AQVA. AQVA will be safe in the top 8 for another day. They will join RBMK in the upper bracket grand final. Well done to AQVA. Great job in denying BLOVE of that push. Chipping away a lot of hit points of BLOVE, and this is how you defend a push. 6 tanks to 2k. I think BLOVE might want to make a push earlier. I don't know. But they were also hampered by a lot of bounces and misses. So AQVA came out on top in the end. Commiserations to BLOVE. I hope the last previous skill tournaments, the seeding will not be an issue for you, but we will cross our fingers hard for that to happen. Let's go back to the lounge and see where more results coming in, because ours have finished in the tiebreaker, so definitely we have more results coming through. INS are still playing against Legion. Socrates 3-0 against OMW. As Immor 3-0 against TQT. Raid 3-0 against Olenley. We know the result of AQVA versus BLOVE, which is 3-2 in favor of AQVA. Rejects 3-1 against Bill, and I 3-0 against Reina. Quake 3-1 against Oppa, and APA 3-0 against Spot, which means Oppa will be under a lot of pressure. Quake are probably getting closer and closer to securing that top 8 spot, and I think Quake might be safe now. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at the leaderboard now. We're just waiting on INS versus Legion. Let me update the leaderboard now. Hi, Ernest. How are you doing? All right, we have updated the leaderboard pending on Legion. But if Legion did not qualify, they would drop to the 7th place. Unfortunately, I might have done the wrong calculation. No, I haven't done the wrong calculation because BLOVE can still finish 3rd and overtake these tanks. But for now, Socrates, RBMK, and I are now in the 8th place. They're now in the top 8. And we'll see whether Socrates, RBMK, or I, whether one of them can get the 1st place. But it's going to be difficult. I think the best chance will come to Socrates. If Legion lose this, it's going to be INS versus Socrates, and things could change rapidly. But let's find out tonight. Let me just reload this. Let's see Legion. Oh, Legion won 3-2. It was too close for comfort, but INS once again proving they should not be taken lightly. Legion for now can take a deep breath. They will not drop down. And this means Legion will go back to the 1st place, tied with AQVA Immortals, AQVA, and Rejects. We have all the results for the semi-finals. Wow, what a night. It's turning out to be RBMK versus AQVA. Are we going to be seeing an upset here? It's going to be the final match, and this is going to be a match that is going to matter a lot for RBMK. But if both are able to get a 3rd place, they will go back to the 8th place. And it all boils down to the final day. It also appears that Raid Quick are going to be safe unless they bow out of the quarterfinal in the 4th Ruler Skill tournament, or I don't know if there is a huge upset that is at the beginning of the previous 4th Ruler Skill tournament. So it does look like the final spot. Will it be BLOVE? Will it be RBMK, Socrates, or I? We will find out tonight. INS will not be gaining a lot of cups, but they will be in the 19th place. They're still at a distance away, but they could still overtake Cash if they can. Veil getting safer in the top 16. And yeah, it will boil down to the very last day. But yeah, let me just again pop over the toilet and have a chocolate bar, and then we'll be back. As we will be streaming RBMK versus AQVA. AQVA beating BLOVE on a tiebreak, which is amazing to see. Okay, I'm back. So, there are around 15 minutes remaining to go, so we'll play a battle. I'll play in the back chat as we wait. For our final match of the day, it's AQVA versus RBMK. RBMK, can they make an upset and advance to the top 8 tonight, or are we going to be seeing AQVA not gaining advantage of this situation? Let's find out soon. But so I will play the back chat because that is still time. And let's go in.
Move out. Enemy armor is damaged. We've damaged them. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
That's one gone. That's good. That's brilliant. Where is the rest of the team? Oh, ARWV might be in trouble.
One of our tracks is damaged. We've damaged them. Penetration. We ding them. Got 'em.
Oh,
This
no.
vehicle's had it.
That was bad. Hope the team can do something about this. Good win. I am hoping a win is in the horizon. Yes, we got another kill. But our Object 704 might need some help from the team. They are gone. Still have 4 really healthy tanks, so should be able to do this. Oh, TVP. It's down to 1 shot. Yeah, E100, go get that for all 5. Brilliant. And I can't see us losing this. I really can't see this happening. Yay! Yeah, you got it. Yeah, projected time to go in. Come on. Come on. Yes. We should be winning now. It's a bit too low in hit points. Oh, don't even have to rely on the projectile. Well, it's a great win for the team. Although I didn't do too well here. By 1.8k. It's I'll take that. Now I'll play the Vickers Light next. We still have a little bit of time, but not a lot of time. So this will be the last, and the room will be up after this.
Move out.
Now this is not looking. Oh, spotted. I spotted no TD. Chances are TVP might be isolated. Yeah, looking like so. Oh, objects have. Oh. There is also the Hori there.
We didn't penetrate their
We
armor.
got the bounce.
Enemy armor is hit.
You can take the kill. Fantastic.
We didn't
Now how
penetrate
did
their
that
armor.
not penetrate? Now we just have to find the remaining TDs, which should be sitting over to the northeastern corner, and we'll have someone else do that. Or maybe I can take a shot.
Penetration.
Get a shot over to the Yaga room. Whoa. Ori almost shot me.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, should get the kill.
We didn't even
No,
scratch them.
yeah. Anger just in time.
Gotcha. Enemy armor is hit.
Yeah, they're going in cover. Or maybe not.
That one didn't go through. Enemy armor is hit.
Ooh, another bounce.
Got 'em.
I think that was there were two bounces there.
We've damaged them. Penetration. Sail out. This vehicle has had it.
Yeah, the team can get them. And the room should be up, I think. Just going to wait for 1 minute longer. And the room should be up. Oh yeah, I've got a room invite. I'm going in. And in we shall. RBMK versus AQVA. The reason I've been hyping up RBMK a lot is that lots of the RBMK people from like the pink thing, if I remember correctly, more towards the pink team in the autumn season last year. So you know that they are going to be a decent team to fight against. Against them will be AQVA, which you all know finished third last season, second in winter. A team to look out for. But will RBMK pull off a huge upset and win this bracket instead? Because if they win this fight against AQVA, they will overtake BLOVE and get into top 8. Let's see if this is going to happen, or are we going to be seeing BLOVE keeping hold of the top 8 position for tonight? And I do have to apologize. My nose is really not cooperating with me tonight. I am suffering. I don't know, is it an allergy? A terrible allergy. And I just don't know how to deal with that. I just basically don't have a clue on how to mitigate this allergy. But it's really bothering me at the moment. And we have less than 3 minutes to go. Let's go into the room and see what tanks they're taking. AQVA, they will be taking Triple Crown, 9-7, a T57 Heavy, a U100, and potentially an M6 Yo. That is taken by weighted success here. RBMK will be taking triple strip case, a T100 LT, an LLE, potentially a 60 TP, and a Crown Wagon. Oh, Brain has changed to an Object 777. We shall wait for Flame and Weighted Success to ready up. I don't think we have results just yet for the match or so. Please, I can check now and see if we do have a result. Oh, we do. TQT 4-1 against Olendi, meaning they will finish in the 3rd place, and that is Group 2. Where is Group 2? Meanwhile, we have just only TQT versus Olendi 4-1 in favor of TQT. So that will put TQT to the 3rd place, and we can insert the number of cups there. But we will come back to the fight. That's going to happen in about a minute or so. The map is Naval Frontier, so it's kind of a mix of a brawl and tactical map, a brawl-ish map, and a tactical map. We will see what both teams are going to do here, but AQVA, they're going to continue with their Crown Wagon strategy. As you all know, the Crown Wagon strategy is hugely popular on the NA server. The Crown Wagon has the auto reload mechanic, so that this is going to bode AQVA really well in the defense, especially when AQVA, I mean, especially when the Crown Wagons could still have 3 shots in the clip if they continue to hold before a push happens. So REMK is going to go with lots of Strift K. So this is kind of this is what the current meta is. Lots of Strift Ks, a lot of DPM, mobility. They're really playing into that, but the weakness will be the lack of armor. So if RBMK have lost too many hit points before the push, chances are they might not be able to get back the advantage with their DPM and mobility alone. So it remains to be seen how AQVA can deal with the AQVA can deal with the disadvantage with the mobility and the DPM. Way to Success has already spotted the keyboard smasher, Memkula, Pulse, Brain. So 4 tanks already spotted. Oh, Ghosty takes a hit. He will drop to C now. Cop also takes a hit. And with Ghosty now in C, Way to Success will also go to C and cap it out. Yeah, not much I can do. I guess the allergy is just too severe tonight. Which sucks because tonight is probably the most important, the most exciting night out of all rescue tournaments. I have to say. C is captured, which means AQVA will have the cap point lead. ARWV still has a slight hit point pool advantage, so it's good news for them. As they will need that hit point pool advantage when they make a push later on. They don't have the cap point advantage, so they need to push, but they're doing everything correct with regards to giving themselves a good advantage with a push, especially when they have better tanks to do that job. AQVA are unable to chip away the hit points of RBMK. Now RBMK has gotten A. So this is going to stop the gap from widening in AQVA. Will they get B? Or will they just hold? I mean, they just can't hold. They have to hit the cap. The cap point advantage, they don't need to do much. They need to start whittling down the hit points of RBMK. As the lack of DPM is going to haunt them, though they are mostly auto-loaders or auto-reloaders, so they do have a good advantage when it comes to frustrating RBMK in the push, but they need to start doing that soon. RBMK is not giving them any room for error. With Flame and Relentless overlooking the C area. Memkula takes a hit. So you can see really AQVA is gradually whittling down hit points RBMK. Not quite enough yet, but the advantage has been shortened. And they still need to do more, of course. Will defect reload now. There's still some time, but time is running out as we're approaching to 800 cap points soon. Just doing a little bit of maps. Just over a minute to go before REMK needs to push. But remember, 5 cap points per 2 seconds of increase. So now they only have 1 minute left before they absolutely need to push. REMK now able to chip a little bit more hit points away, but I think it will be relied on their DPM and their mobility. They need to sort it out. AQVA aren't exactly close together, so it's not like RBMK can't isolate tanks. But really, there is not a lot of time left. B could... I think AQVA are looking at B, potentially to steal it when RBMK pushes, but Memkula takes a hit. Oh... RBMK still have the advantage, but the gap is still not that big for now. Corp takes a hit. Memkula takes another. Oh, Memkula takes 2. Now the hit was... Oh, but there we see another tank taking a hit. RBMK will need to start pushing. Zerd takes 1. It's now quite low, but Brain will go into B first. It's not a move that I recommend, but Zerd is out of the game. Meaning, RBMK... it's just only 1 kill away from getting the cap lead back. Brain will try to get B. AQVA has no response that they are allowing RBMK to get B, so pressure is on to AQVA now. Brain takes a hit. Engie takes a lot of shots. He's on fire. And hit points are in huge favor of RBMK. All they need to do, stay alive. Don't lose any tanks. Their cap points will overtake AQVA anytime now. AQVA, can they get the tank out of the way? Memkula is very low, but he is very out of the fight, so he is going to survive for a lot longer. Virulentis is the focus of AQVA. Way to Success looking for Virulentis, but Way to Success bounces the second shot, and they really need to start cutting off tanks now. Virulentis on fire, big shot to Way to Success. But I don't know if there is enough time for AQVA to kill another one, because Time is running out, and RBMK, oh, they lost our Atlantis at 995 cap points, but killing defects might be just enough. A lot of low hit points for AQVA. And with the kill on way to success, RBMK well deserves to win the first battle. Oh my god. I was scared for a second. I did not show the game. I am showing the game. RBMK killing Zerd is super crucial in that E100. That really puts AQVA on the uphill battle. They even allowed RBMK to cap B, which gives RBMK lots more room to breathe. RBMK just conserve their numbers, and they're able to sit this one out with another crucial kill onto way to success. It was totally chaotic, but RBMK are in total control. This means RBMK will lead 1-0 so far, and pressure might be mounting onto AQVA. RBMK, they win tonight, they are in top 8. If they don't, they're in a good position to get into top 8 in the final skill tournaments, as INS have won 4-0 against OMW. So well done to INS. And other results: BLOVE 4-1 against Axe2, meaning BLOVE will finish in the 3rd place. Veil 4-1 against Reina, meaning Veil will get the 3rd place. And finally, Opus 4-1 against Bart, meaning Opus 3rd place. And I think we have all the results for the match for 3rd place. I'm just going to add them all in. I'm just going to do that very quickly. Now we'll go back to Naval Frontier, of course. I believe the board will be updated. Now we're in Naval Frontier. RBMK versus AQVA. We're just in time for the next battle. AQVA, that lineup didn't really quite work out for them, so they are really changing their lineup here. One concept, one B, one IS7, double strip K to T1LT, double VKs, as RBMK will continue with their triple strip K lineup, as it works really well for them. And they will take an Optic 777, an MLE, and double 60 TPs. But them dropping the T1LT, I think that could become a problem later on. But we will find out now. RBMK has a slight hit on advantage, and Memcooler is there to reset A, as AQVA will try to put most of their tanks over to C. The way to success in the T100 LT, looking if anyone is crossing over to A, but RBMK aren't doing that. Pulse is spotted up there, and Defect and Lena are ready to put a couple of shots in, but those shots missed by a fraction. Brain is coming to C, and no one from AQVA is able to reset C. I don't think Defect and Lena could do that. They're being distracted by Pulse and Violences. Sorry, I sneezed. RBMK will get C, which gives them the cap lead at way to success. Still looking for more tanks of RBMK. They haven't got a lot of information. And way to success being the only light tank on the battlefield, this player is going to be instrumental. As RBMK has no light tank. As I said, it could become a later for them later on, but they have a cap lead, so it's important for them. But way to success now able to cap to this side of the circle, and he would not be shot by Memcooler or the keyboard smasher. Oh, no, I jinxed that. Memcooler is able to put a shot in, and way to success returns fire. Memcooler looks to put another shot, but it's a little bit too late, as the reload cannot catch up. With A being attempted by way to success again, he's going to get a camo reset. But will he be shot at again? Will Memcooler? Oh, he misses the shots. No, I think bounces, but still is able to reset the cap. Waiting to Success got lucky not to have taken a bait one from Memcola. So there is nothing AQVA can do to get the A cap. They really need to make a push and start and get the kills out. But RBMK have also lost a couple of hit points, so it's looking good for AQVA in terms of the push. They have the hit points. They just need to find a way to break through. It's not totally out of the question. Brain is tremendously well, I won't say isolated, but will be an obvious focus for AQVA. But could also be a bait. Brain will go to C to prevent AQVA, or I mean Ghosty, from capturing. And this means there is a cap stop, and we could potentially see all 7 minutes being used if none of the team decides to push it. I really need to go to the toilet very soon. And Cobb still looking to find a shot here. Ghosty still doing a cap stop. Nothing much is happening. It's quite unlike the RBMK versus Rejects, where stuff happens so early in the game. RBMK really hanging on to the lives. They have the advantage, but they're steadily losing their hit points. But we can see Oatsku coming from behind. RBM getting ready. Big shot from Gatsu to Oatsku. Now Oatsku's going to drop the ball here. Is it going to be an 80 shot? No, it's a big shot, however. Onto Brain, ghosting another big one onto Brain. Brain down to 649. RBMK needs to take Oatsku out. Oatsku down to 198, but the first takedown will be to Brain. Hit points still with AQVA, but A has been captured by RBMK under our noses. The cap point advantage will still be with RBMK as we speak, but with both teams losing a tank, hit points are now back in favor of RBMK. And we just assess. Let's follow him. Gonna do 1v1 onto the Keyboard Smasher, but it's gonna be hard because Keyboard Smasher should have higher DPM if I remember correctly. And if this is not the case, then Way to Success has lower hit points by a lot actually. Way to Success dodges the shot, but RBM gets to receives a ton of hits. AQVA now going for Pulse and Violentus as they might be outnumbered here, but Ghosty could become a focus for RBMK. Flame unable to put a shot there. Corp still up there, but RBMK, they now have 3 tanks trying to defend the push. They're trying to even out the numbers. Hit points are still in favor of RBMK. They can just sit this one out. We only have 2 minutes left to go. Violentus takes 1, Pulse takes 1, and they're retreating. They are retreating. They are giving AQVA an important position there. Gatsu and Flame hanging on for their lives, waiting to Success, putting a big shot onto Gatsu, but Keyboard Smasher is chasing down Way to Success as A is still under the hands of RBMK, but AQVA might be taking control over this corner. Memcola, we need to shed some hit points now, down to 651. Gatsu is out, so it's now 5 versus 6. Defense is out. Important kill for RBMK side, but Violet is out. Memcola is out. Pulse is the last person alive in this flank. Cobb has been taken out. And Lena is the focus for Pulse. But can Pulse reload quickly enough to kill Lena? No! Oh, he does! A fire might be enough for Ghosty. Wants to get this tank alive. Pulse is removed from the battlefield. 2 versus 3. AQVA will lose all 2 caps. Zerd still full health. The Keyboard Smasher is staying at A, preventing AQVA gaining control. But I could say Flame might not last for long. It's a 1v1. Flame, big shot onto Zerd. Zerd is on fire. That fire has been extinguished just in time. Ghosty speeding to get Flame for the team. RBMK, can they win by caps? And Flame really needs that kill. No! He is out. And it's now 1 versus 3. Keyboard Smasher. He's going to hang on for dearly for his life. He cannot bluff this one. And Way to Success will try to stop A from capturing. Important track shot. And Way to Success is out. All Keyboard Smasher needs to do is to stay alive. Zerd is coming in full force. But I don't think that's enough.
RBMK will win the second battle. Very close indeed. RBMK. They might have lost brain there near C, but they managed to cap C right at the beginning, and I think this is so important for them. They used up all 7 minutes. It's very rare of Naval Frontier, but that is largely due to a cap stop over at C. That meant none of the teams are going to increase in cap points, but I need to go to the toilet because I need to deal with the issue ahead. The allergy is hitting me hard. We're going to Mayan ruins now. I'll be back soon. Alright, I'm back. Let's take a look at AQPA's lineup as we are seeing triple 50Bs, double Strift Case, and I-7 LT RBMK, triple Strift Case, a VK72, double Crown, and a 6TP. Mayan Ruins, a totally different map. There's a lot more favored towards heavy tanks, especially over to the AB side. The C side might be a bit different, but where will we see most of the action happening? With triple 50Bs played by AQPA. I still remember the R2K Legion days where R2K was used the triple 50Bs on Mayan Ruins. And it sometimes went really well, but sometimes it could fail terribly because the 50Bs, they might have the clip potential, but the armor is an issue. But as we have seen with Rejects, you can absolutely use the 50Bs to its full potential by taking the tank right at the beginning, and that will pretty much put your team, put the opponent team at an numerical disadvantage. Although 50Bs will be on a long drum reload. So let's see what the 50Bs are going to do here. Ghosty and Old School taking this lane. Flame has been spotted. And Co-op will try to get B right at the beginning. Will give AQPA the cap lead, as they will also get A at the same time, on which I forgot to update the scoreline. Bear with me on this. Now it's updated. Ooh, will be spotted. I thought there is a shot happening, but no. C will be captured by RBMK, but AQPA have 2 caps compared to RBMK with only 1. So that's going to put RBMK at a cap disadvantage, and they will need to kill more than 1 time to flip it, and they will also need to get a cap back. The COP will not allow RBMK to take B, and they will be a hard one to get because Raiders Assess will be able to spot tanks approaching A. So what will RBMK do? I think it will be very difficult for them to get a base, but they could also chip away hit points first. Flame takes a hit and puts an HE splash over to COP, but Spacey also takes another one. So the hit points are still very close. Are we going to see a push back, or are they going to stay at where they are? The 50Bs are probably not the best tank to defend, but as I said, the clip potential is all they need in this situation. All they need to get a tank out. The keyboard smasher is going a bit closer to A, and all of them bounces. Both of them bounces. Lena takes 1. Oh, I think Lena is perma-tracked. And Defense trying to shield. No, Lena is unable to get away. He is totally perma-tracked. And the keyboard smasher puts a nudge shot to the track, and he's down to 1 shot. But at the same time, keyboard smasher is punished for trying to put Lena into his place. Lena is out of the fight. It's now 7 versus 6. AQPA needs to start killing our tank. Flame is a focus for AQVA, and he's down to one shot. He's out. It's a 6 versus 6 here. Cobb takes one. I don't know if it's because of flying turret, but RBMK are trying to take Cobb out with the 50B still on a drum reload. Old School's also almost fully reloaded, but Ghosty is very, very low. But Gas to fight, unable to kill Ghosty. Cobb is out, and Old School will try and take Gas to Spacey. He needs to find another tank. This is so close. B has been captured by RBMK. AQVA only need 1 kill, and I think it's enough. No, they lost Ghosty, and it's 4 versus 4. AQVA, if they lose another one, I think things could turn very bad. Bray is out. Spacey is also out. It's 3 versus 3. RBMK desperately needs a kill, but I don't think they can get it just in time. AQVA getting A and B at the very start of the fight is just enough for them. But well done to RBMK for perma-tracking later. And that elicits a response from AQVA to push. You can say AQVA was slightly panicking in that situation, but no, the AWM-50Bs have done a good job dealing with tanks over to B. And they just need to kill tanks to win this one. The hit points are very close in the end, but AQVA came out on top, bringing the fight to 2-1. Well done to AQVA. 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and RBMK 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Oh my god. You've been blessed by an extraordinarily close game. And 2-1 is the case. I don't think we have results for any groups at the moment. Not that I don't think we're quick enough. No, we do have a result. Rejects 4-0 against I, meaning I will not get into the top 8 tonight. But that leaves only Zagratis and currently leading RBMK. So well done to Rejects. You can also take a look at the scoreboard right now, as Rejects have got a maximum number of cups. As it stands, we are seeing Rejects currently in the first place, BLOVE getting back to the second place, 8th place after finishing second, but will we see RBMK winning the group tonight to put BLOVE in a really difficult situation? We'll go to Mayan Ruins, as we will see RBMK taking double, triple Swift-Ks, double 60 TPs, a BK72, and MLE, AQVA, double 50Bs, triple Swift-Ks, a 60 TP, and a 1-2-1B. Wow. What a plot twist there. You have to give credits to AQVA for reacting to this without losing all their focus. They still have the tanks in the end. The 50Bs are crucial. This time they will drop a 50B. They will only take 2 of them this time round, but they will take triple. Trip case, double 50B, a 62B, and a 1-2-1B. And let's head up high to the back of the map. RBMK will go towards the B side and a tank over to C, which is a Swift K. As AQVA will commit their forces over to A and B, the 50Bs are looking at A to see whether RBMK will send a tank there right at the beginning. AQVA already, we might see a fight in the middle. Defect takes 2. Not the best start for AQVA. RBMK will be happy about this. Hit points are in huge favor of RBMK, plus the inherent hit point pool advantage. They already have 2k of hit points of lead, but their DPM might be an issue. Double 60 TPs compared to AQVA with only 1, but triple Strift Ks. This might be an issue. I mean, to be fair, RBMK has 3 Strift Ks, but Defect has taken another huge one and will run away now. Oh, Lena is spotted, and he's trying to run away. Flame. Oh, a big shot onto Lena, and the hit point pool advantage is firmly in favor of RBMK, as AQVA will try their hand on A. They will try to get A with 2 tanks. That will give them the cap advantage, but for now, RBMK They just only need a kill to flip this. Especially when they have a substantial hit point pool lead. I think they're just looking for that kill. Deflect is now really low. And this is why both Lena and Deflect are playing at a really at a position very behind. AQVA are forced to defend. They really need to park the bus, and I think they might struggle. The 50Bs again not exactly built for defending with the armor they possess. And RBMK, they have the double strip case, so the DPM might be an issue, but they still have triple strip case, so that could still help them. And an MOE to suck up a lot of the hits, and so is GATS too. AQVA is getting a little bit ambitious, and they're trying to get B. RBMK will respond to that, and a good shot from GATS to over to way to success. And way to success. Good shot onto GATS 2. And drop the reactive armor. Mamkula, good shot there. Oh, GATS 2 count. Fine. Way to success. And Mamkula can't find way to success as well, and takes a lot of hits. As a response, AQVA is doing really well in gaining, reducing the hit point pool disadvantage. GATS takes another one. RBMK do not want to give up their big advantage at the start. AQVA still trying their best, but they still have a lot to work on. Way to success. Puts a shot onto GATS to a Ghosty in Spacey. Oh, we're going to be seeing a push over to GATS 2. They are ready. I think what they're trying to wait is RBMK focusing on the other target. Way to success. Goes for B again. And 50Bs are in position. 2. Shutdown whoever tries to get way to success out of the way. Cop leads the charge. Ghosty basically not taking any hits in the push. But that will leave way to success in deep trouble. Brain might be stuck. No, he's not stuck. He's not stuck. He gets out of this ledge. But the 50Bs are now here to get a tank out. Way to success is out of the fight. Out of the equation. B might be captured by RBMK. AQVA still does not have the hit point pool lead just yet. Virulentus is now the focus for AQVA. They really need that tank out. Ghosty can't go anywhere forward because he's quite low. But Virulentus will take 2 more from Spacey. Spacey will get a kill onto Virulentus. That will be a crucial kill, and that is the case. RBMK on the other hand, they got Old School, they got Lena. They might get Defect next. Defect is now quite low. And RBMK, they have 2 caps as well. They just need to survive, and they will get another important win over AQVA. Brain gets a big one onto Defect. That brings RBMK 3-1. Pressure is onto AQVA. Pressure is onto BLOVE. Tonight, we might see a new top 8. RBMK. Well done. 3 tanks doing more than 2k, and AQVA 2 tanks doing more than 2k, and RBMK. RBMK are not giving AQVA any room for error, and they made an important push to deal with the low target sitting behind. And AQVA just didn't really have a lot to deal with. Just RBMK controlling, utilizing their back control really well. Though there is a bit of a scare in the middle where they are losing quite a lot of hit points in the trade, but AQVA also lose a lot of hit points there. So 3-1 is the scoreline for RBMK. Only 1 more is enough for RBMK to win the group outright, leaving AQVA in the second. But AQVA is very safe on the leaderboard. They can afford to lose against RBMK, but for RBMK they cannot afford to lose to AQVA, as they know if they lose to AQVA, that might be the top 8 hope. They will have to fight really hard on the very last day. They want to get a good head start coming to the final day of the previous skill tournaments, and Yukon is going to be a map, and we are seeing RBMK leading 3-1. AQVA might be in a really tough situation. 3-1. Will we see a tiebreaker? Hi Milk, how are you doing? So RBMK going for triple Strift Ks, triple LLEs, to 1-to-1-1B. AQVA on the other hand will go for a different lineup. This time we're on Yukon, not Faust. I don't think I said Faust. Triple Strift Ks, double Super Conquerors, double TVPs. Very much new meta for both teams. So let's find out where they are going to go. Also, if you don't know already, MLEs are now available in store, but it's quite expensive, 25,000 gold. Was it not? I think I might have confused it with Concept 1B. But I digress. Gats 2 in the 1-to-1B. Or we might find Corp. One shot onto Gats 2. Just only one shot from way to success. B has to be captured by RBMK, which gives RBMK the cap lead as AQVA. We'll get C. At the beginning, Zerd and Ghosty looking for B now. But RBMK has chosen to rotate. They might look for a push over to D. Corp doesn't know this. But if he leaves it way too late, then you will not be able to rotate. Now Brain puts a great shot onto Corp. He's able to rotate out without taking too many hits. But RBMK will get D with impunity. And AQVA will try and get B. They will not get A for now. I think they will get A with weighted success heading to this position. No one from RBMK is able to reset B. They might have sent too many tanks to rotate. And this could become an issue later on as RBMK might be playing a bit too narrowly. AQVA currently has the map control. 3 caps, and they have a wider area to work with. RBMK bunched up together. B cap is the cap they want to get back, but AQVA will put a lot of attention over to this cap, and only 2 Super Conquerors. I don't think that might be enough to what might come from RBMK. Currently 4 tanks sitting just behind of B, and there is Memkula from the left side of B. RBMK looking to take B back, but AQVA can afford to lose B. They now have the cap lead, and that loss on B might still put them on even number. Will put them on even numbers in the caps. And Memkula takes a lot of hits from Corp. So RBMK are dropping a lot of hit points while trying to push. AQVA defending well. Zerd takes a hit. Ghosty also takes some, but Zerd takes another one. Both the Super Conquerors have dropped the reactive armor. No, Adrenaline, there is no reactive armor for the Super Conquerors, and I think we might see a counter push coming from AQVA. D-Bat takes a lot of hits, and AQVA looking for Violence. The focus is there. RBMK is now forced to do something. Pause. Aghast coming from behind. It's all about who can get the tanks out first. Weighted success. Looking to get Flame. He's now very low. Defect is the first tank down. That's the first tank down for AQVA. Gradually, RBMK are getting the numerical advantage, and that's going to be super important. Old School is on fire. So many people setting alight tonight. Old School is out. It's 7 versus 4. AQVA unable to find tanks to kill. Lena is not out yet. Zerd is out. Keyboard Smasher is out. It's now a 5 versus 3. RBMK are very close in winning the group tonight. Violent is out. Corp is out. The focus is there onto Lena. And RBMK can smell victory in the vicinity. Lena dead. Gats 2 dead. Leaving. Ghosty, the last person standing. AQVA would be finishing second tonight. Will not drop out of top 8. RBMK for the very first time this season will enter top 8 and will be in a comfortable position heading to the final day of the Proven Skill Tournament, 4th Proven Skill Tournament, and they have to hope that they have a good draw. But for now, they have done a fantastic, phenomenal job against AQVA. 4-1 is the scoreline. BLOVE, RBMK are in the top 8. Congratulations for impressive performances against AQVA. I think what RBMK did better than AQVA in the last battle is that their focus fire is just slightly better. And AQVA was trying to get a target of RBMK at the start, but also what RBMK did very well is to rotate their low hit point pool targets behind, leaving AQVA very difficult to get a focus fire on point. RBMK, this performance is surely a top 8 performance. There is no doubt about that. Beating AQVA 4-1 is another proof that RBMK would definitely be looking at the top 4 too. So well done to RBMK. Huge night for them. Huge win. AQVA second place, and we only now have 4 clans tied with them in the first place with the maximum number of cups you can earn. But will this change tonight? Let's take a look at other results of other groups. RBMK, impressive performance. And we do see Legion retaining their spot to the top 8 as they beat Socrates 4-2, coming to the 4th Pro Skill Tournament. They now have a really comfortable lead. Raid 4-1 against Immortals. Important win for Raid, which will put them at a more comfortable position coming to the final Pro Skill Tournament, as Immortals will lose their perfect track record. They're still safe in the top 8, but the gap is going to widen a bit more. Rejects, we already know 4-0, and APA 4-1 against Quick, meaning we have all the results of all 5 groups. And we will update the leaderboard right now, and we will also discuss about what to expect on the final day of the 4th Pro Skill Tournament. Don't leave yet. We will do all the talking. And now there are two clans that will not get the maximum number of cups. Raid and Immortals. Immortals and ARWV will drop down to the 4th place. Raid now rise to 4th place. Really good distance away from the 9th place. Now, question is whether clans below them can overtake any clan in the top 8. We will find out very soon. Just give me a minute or so, not a couple of minutes for me to prepare that slide. APA, Rejects, and Legion. I just have to take a look at the table, and we will see. They should be safe. Let's see if they are safe. If they qualify to the stage 3 of the final day of the previous skill tournament. That's, and let me have let me do some calculations now. Yes, they do. They do. So I can officially announce that APA, Rejects, and Legion will be in the top 8, and also in the professional tournament, provided that they qualify to stage 3 in the 4th Pro Skill Tournament, meaning the only candidates that will need clearance are Raid, Immortals, and AQVA, Quick, and BLOVE. Not BLOVE. It's BLOVE. Will not get that. Where is RBMK? RBMK, I need your score. Yeah, RBMK now in the top 8. Yes, officially in the top 8. 31,390 cups. Wow. Impressive performance by RBMK. I really hope they have good seeding on the 4th Pro Skill Tournament. Their performance, I mean, this is definitely top 8 quality. No doubt about that. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this, but they finally are in the top 8. I know they have performed really well against Rejects, even if they lose against Rejects. But I always say all of the times, Rejects are one of the best teams on the EU server. So if you can come close to them, then you definitely should be considered to be a contender. But let me just prepare for what's to come on the final day. Okay, so we have Ray. So I'm going to double check whether I have the right score, the right number of votes. Yeah. All right, I do. So let me do the calculation now. Right.
On fire, time to call for help. I just can't stop myself always. Turn it up till we overflow. This chase heating up now and we'll race till sundown. Just promise me you ain't gonna go slow. Still so much you don't know. So follow me on this small talk. Hey, just meet me on the boardwalk. Say what you want, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So follow me on this small talk. Hey, just kiss me on the sidewalk. Say I'm gonna call you
All right. The table is now here. So let's find out what the teams below top 8 need to do tomorrow in the 4th Ruler Skill Tournament. Let's find out now. So this is the gap table. Currently in the 4th place, there are 3 teams tied in the 4th place, 32,124. For them not to be in the top 8, of course, they will have to rely on Quake and RBAMK to overtake them. And this gap would mean they finish at least in the 3rd place. They should be pretty safe. I mean, the gap between them and BLOVE is 940. So in this case, BLOVE can only overtake Raid, Immortals, and AQVA if BLOVE finish in the 1st place. This is the only way BLOVE can overtake Raid, Immortals, and AQVA. So this looks like Raid, Immortals, and AQVA are pretty much through to the top 8 stage. I mean, 4th place for yeah, pretty much through. Unless they have had a really terrible night whereby one of them came 4th which as I said, if they come third, then there is no chance whatsoever that BLOVE can overtake them. So you don't. So Raid, Immortals, and AQVA are very likely to be in the professional tournament. They just have to perform as expected, and they should be safe. As for Quick tonight, they will have a good lead over to the teams outside of top 8. If we take a look at BLOVE, the gap is 206. I and Socrates 414, and OPA and TQT 734. So in this case, we take a look. Let's say if Quick, no, sorry, I think I had a look at the wrong table. Sorry. Quick are ahead of BLOVE by 526 cups. I and Socrates 734, OPA and TQT 1054. So, if they finish in the first place, they are obviously through to the top 8. But they never did that, if I remember. Well, actually, they did. They won against Vale in the second rescue tournament, so they need a CD like that. But with only 5 groups on the in this Brew rescue tournament, I do think it's high now. Like we'll see 7 groups on the final rescue tournaments. But take a look at them finishing second. The gap is 414. So if they qualify to the final, they are through. There is no occurrence that Quick are not in the final. So again, if Quick if Quick perform as expected, then Quick will be in the top 8. Looking at the third place, they have to rely on BLOVE being in the winning. But they will share the same number of cups. If either I and Socrates won their group, if either I and Socrates win their group, and this is possible. I would need to check the clan ratings. So bear with me on this. I and Socrates, the leaderboard has been updated very quickly, so props to Wargaming for that. I will have below top 8 is not updated. I 81.3. I and Socrates, I 81.3, Socrates 77.1. How about Quick, where are you? Quick, you have 85.5. So, in terms of the clan rating, Quick are above both I and Socrates. So even if I and Socrates finish in the first, it's unlikely they are going to overtake Quick. So if BLOVE beat Quick in the semi-final, you all know that BLOVE will need to beat Quick in order to advance, and even that they will have to finish in the first place. Okay, so Quick in this situation, they just have to finish in the second place, meaning it's not a difficult job for them unless they got some terrible seeding. As for RBMK, although RBMK won against AQVA tonight, which is a well-deserving win for them, the gap is not big. It's not big at all. They could easily be overtaken by BLOVE again in the top 8. The gap is just 206. So even if they finish second, they have to hope BLOVE don't finish in the first. And they also have to rely on I and Socrates not finishing in the first as well. And if RBMK don't qualify to final and take the third place, when and we will see if BLOVE qualify to the final, then BLOVE will overtake RBMK, and I and Socrates will have to finish in the first. So RBMK must qualify to the top 2, and even that they will need to hope BLOVE do not win their group, and they have to win their own group. This is going to be tough. out of the question. They've won against AQVA tonight, and that is a hugely monumental win, but they will need to do beyond that. With the group outright, they will be in top 8. Quick, as I said, just need to qualify to the final. RBMK need to win the group, and if they finish third, then it's going to be really tough for them to stay in the top 8. Gratis can overtake them if they finish first, which could be possible, but not out of the question. And AQPA and TQT can also finish first and be on the same level cups as RBMK. Let me also take a look at RBMK, 87.8, and the rest. The rest of the clans outside of top 8 except BLOVE all have over 80%. All have less than 80% of win rate, except I and BLOVE. I 81.3, but but then RBMK 87.8, which is hella impressive, to be honest with you. So this also means RBMK they don't really have to worry about AQPA and TQT overtaking them to finish if RBMK finish third and AQPA and TQT finish first. So all eyes will be on RBMK whether they can defend their top 8. So I think two things you will need to I think two takeaways here. Right, just need to qualify to the final, and they should be all right. They should be mathematically safe after that, unless they came second in one of the stages early on, which I don't think is possible. Quake has some good seating, so I don't think this is likely. I mean, same goes for either Raid, Immortals, and AQVA. If they somehow came second in one of the earlier stages, then this table would be different. RBMK would finish first, and they would be fine. BLOVE, at least, and at least final. If they don't do that, no chance. Who knows? We can take a look at that. Third place gap between first and second is 320 and 734. If they finish third, and RBMK finished, if they finish third, finish third, and RBMK fourth, I don't know, you could overtake them, but do you think it's like, I don't know, I don't think so. Or RBMK crashing out of the quarterfinal, which does look very unlikely, so at least final to see the deal. Gratis, I don't know, likely to have to finish they have to hope. They have to hope it's they have to finish first, but even then they have to rely on RBMK finishing not qualifying to the final, which does occur. They lost to Legion in the semi-final on the first skill tournament. So that being said, I think chances of I and Zogratis qualifying to the top 8 are really low. So really, the only thing to look out for RBMK or BLOVE, either one of the team will qualify and quick. Unless they perform horribly on the final Proof Skill tournament, like not qualifying to the semi-final, then they should be a-okay. They should be a-okay. Alright. So this is it. I'll post this graphic over to my Discord server for you to take a look, but once again, I just have to reiterate, Raid, Immortals, and AQVA just have to do as they are expected to do. And they just performed like they always do. Then no issue for them to crash out of top 8. Of course, don't get 4th place. 4th place is going to give you a bit of a scare. If but then you have like, yeah, a bit of a scare, really. So don't get 4th place, but quick, qualify to the final. You will be mathematically safe. RBMK, get the 1st place, and you will be safe, of course. If you finish 2nd, just you have to rely on BLOVE not finishing 1st. But yeah, this is it. This is it. This is all you need to do. Quick RBMK BLOVE. Potentially irons are gratis, but here's everything you need to do. I think my scoreboard is right, so hopefully you know what to expect of on the final day. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Let me double check my scoreboard. I'm just going to see if it's still correct, which it should be showing up correctly to the right cups. Yeah, the right number of cups. And INS, after an impressive performance, again finishing 3rd tonight, now in 17th place, looking very close to taking the top 16. That will be a huge achievement no matter what, because INS, their seeding was bad, I feel. Sucks all the time. But yeah. Happy about what is happening. Happy about everything tonight. I'll see you tomorrow as we follow APAC server. Again, the top 8 fight there is really intense, so I'm going to log into my other account, my APAC account, before I head off. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay for gold. Oh, please don't process my transaction. And yeah, see you all later. Reina now in top 32. Oh, XTQ also in top 32. I'm going to add that in. Right, so double checking the cups outside of top 16. Right, they are good. I just have to XTQ in. So yeah, that's it for me. See you tomorrow on the Apex server. Bye for now. Bye bye.